But I look at that trend, it took literally 2 to 3 years to get back the total value of 2017. What we currently face right now, the last 2 years of hyperinflation and hyperpricing, because this house basically increased in value in the last year and a half, 58% just in this particular house. How long is it, if the market does crash, how far do we go down and how long is the recovery? Hey guys, Steve Zalunardo here with Remax West Zalunardo Associates. Welcome to our monthly videos. We're in the middle of May. We're going to talk about the April market and obviously statistics going forward and what we're seeing. Like I've been calling since early Feb, as the market has been declining, prior to anyone actually talking about it, prior to the media, prior to any other realtor, we've been reporting weekly on how the market is declining, how inventory is piling up, and how sales are slowing, and also prices dropping. So now it's obviously more noticeable. The media's taken off with it, ran their negative spin on it, and they're keep pumping this negative media or narrative going out. And also we're having a lot of colleagues calling me in the past saying, hey, I think you're reporting wrong. I can't see it. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, and the market's too strong. If the market does crash, too many people are going to get hurt. There's this whole thing going on in people's minds. Number one, government doesn't care, or the banks don't care if people get hurt, like us people that were over leveraged. We're adults and we shouldn't be over leveraging what we can and cannot afford. So ultimately they wouldn't care if the property is underwater in the future, nor if we lost all our net worth. It doesn't matter to them. Also, is the market going to snap back? If you look at statistically 2017, and this is such a 2017 is giving me the muscle memory for today. Let's just say this, because we saw it, and it was a very fast up, fast down, and then we had the aftermath. It was that lingered for like 2 to 3 years. And I'll give you an example. And again, I'd like to use my property because I followed it, and just the whole transition from 2017 when we purchased until today when we sold. We actually sold the primary residence. So yeah, look at 2017. We purchased our house here in Nobleton for $1,450,000 in February. On a snowstorm, so we got a better deal. Only 3 people showed up to the bidding war, and we paid $1,450,000. It may have sold for $1,500,000 if it was on a different day, but we kind of rushed the agents to kind of present offers, and we did the deal. So $1,450,000. By the time we moved in, the bank appraised our current house in June at $1.6 million, and that's a bank appraisal. It's usually lower than market. Let's just say, yeah, we'll call it 1.6. In 2018, our house went from $1,450,000 down to $1.3 million, and then as low as $1.25 to $1.275. Then the climb started happening. So the climb started happening probably 2019, where we started seeing 1.3, 1.355, and then by the end of 19, going into 2020, the house was worth about $1.4 million. So that's 2020 going into COVID, and then ultimately middle of that year we got our value back, and then at the end of that year we're probably at 1.6, and then going into this year we're into the 2 millions. So at the height of the market, which obviously would have been middle of Feb of this year, this house probably would have been worth about $2,450,000, let's just say around there. And we just sold it now for $2.3 million, which is like 6% down since the height, we did well. And I'll go through this in another video, what we did to get out ahead of everybody in the area. But I look at that trend, it took literally 2 to 3 years to get back the total value of 2017. What we currently face right now, the last 2 years of hyperinflation and hyperpricing, because this house basically increased in value in the last year and a half, 58% just in this particular house. How long is it, if the market does crash, how far do we go down and how long is the recovery? And this is what's given me, I doubled down. We basically unloaded about $7 million in 30 days of real estate that I currently own. We're going to unload it all out. We're going to hold it all in a pot, and then we're going to start buying smart. So the whole point of cashing out now, and people think I'm crazy. I'm getting calls from realtors. They're like, you're nuts. The market's going to go back. This is just an up and down, a hill and valley, and you're overreacting. But the reality is, if it's economically charged, where we know it's a hill and valley and up and down, it's fine. But we're more of a politically charged market right now, where a lot of things politically is affecting the current state of our country and real estate market. So with that said, why not cash out? So we're going to hold it all. If we unloaded $7 million, we still got $1 more million to go. And then once that's all unloaded, we're going to sit tight and then double our money, because we're going to buy it obviously at a lower price. And as all the videos that we've been doing, that we're doing some heavy investing into Florida going forward. So we're going to do a lot of U.S. investments. That's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, any concerns about the real estate market, you want some more information, always reach out to me direct at 647-962-4372, or contact me on my socials, and we'll go from there. Have a great day, guys. Ciao.